one for FERP, and everyone. Nice. Damn. Who wants to just paint them up? Who wants to paint it up?
What's up?
Oh, Yerp does way better with a laptop, dude. I'm just saying.
His phone lose connection or something, or maybe somebody called him.
My bad. I had to put this shit on Do Not Disturb. Fucking.
Oh, right on. Somebody give you a call again?
Fucking spam. They won't leave me the fuck alone. I don't know why they call.
I got people asking me if I want to sell my house. I'm like, I don't recall ever mentioning I want to sell my house. You know what I'm saying? Jeffrey, what's up, bro?
Salute,
how
brother.
You doing, man?
Salute,
I don't ever recall me being interested in selling my home. But yet I get calls every day. Somebody's like, hey, here you're interested in selling your home. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck you heard that shit from, but tell you what, drive up my lane, see if you make it halfway up. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry. Click. I'm like, yeah, right. You know, you got a 1/10 of a mile to get to my house from the main road. In that 1/10 of a mile, it's either me, one of my neighbors going to freaking stop you halfway up if we don't recognize who the fuck you are. The Amazon dude today he about freaking lost his shit, about shit himself coming up the lane.
Crazy work. Oh, good.
Love is abundant. Absolutely.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. Is there anybody in here that didn't see the video, didn't see Finale's video? I'll play it again because I'm telling you what, that shit right there is epic. and if you don't mind, Finale, I'm going to play it tonight, 9 Eastern on my Friday night show with Blue and Sacktown.
You already know, bro. Anything that's on my channel, you and Jerz got access to. Anything. If it's not me in there, y'all can use it.
Absolutely, brother. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Petey just like play it again. He's like, Petey is like, I just got to see that one more time. Hold on. Let me go grab it again. I had to shut it off because it kept repeating and the sound was crazy. Hold on. We're going to do it again. Give me a minute.
Hey, Nav, I'm about to get off and then hop on my computer.
So is Finale's dog.
Oh, you gotta chill, bro.
He's about to get off.
You gotta chill.
All right, fellas. I'm about to run in here and do this test.
Yeah, switch it over. Switch it over.
I bet.
I'll holler at y'all later.
All
right, man.
All right, be safe.
Yep. You know it. All right. Yeah, you switch over to the laptop?
Yeah, just bounce me out.
All right. Off you go. You got to kick yourself, though. I can't remove you. You have permissions here. So just close StreamYard and then open it back up. All right, here we go. We're going to watch that video again. You guys ready?
Homie in the back. That's the dog Onyx on Instagram. Thought he was tough. Tried to have a little war last night with a skunk. Obviously, got sprayed by the skunk. Got some good skunk shampoo for one of the other dogs that got sprayed a little while ago. So we cleaned him up and everything. Today, he's been chewing and licking and flipping out all over his penis, which then came out like, dogs, how it comes out, as long as half of his back leg, and bright red, not pink. So, he's a little homie. Figure I'm going to take him to the vet, see what they do, give him an antibiotic or something. Not sure if it's the shampoo that did it or if it's the skunk that's got it irritated. These motherfucking veterinarians told me, oh, there's nothing we can do. What you have to do is massage his wang. Yeah, want me to massage his ding-a-ling with sugar water. Look like he gonna be chewing and licking some more, or my wife gonna have to step up because I ain't on it. TikTokers, what's good? It's your boy Finale Stack Up.
Did you see his face, bro? Did you see his face? He said.
That shit that never gets old right there, bro. So many jokes can be told about that story. You'll just say it. Ray Ryan's like, you probably couldn't type anything more. He's like, I'm yeah. That's a little rough. That's a little rough. Hey, so Marcus, so what would you do for your dog, bro? Would you or not? Would you or no? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Yes or no?
Hey, would you jack your dog's joint just to help him out?
would you jack him up like Van Wilder if needed, if required? You know what I'm saying?
He said jack him up like Van Wilder.
Yeah. Take him to the vet so they can do it. Well, he took him to the vet and they said you need to do it. That's the thing. That's the problem, Marcus. They said, nope, what you need to do is take him home, freaking douse his unit with freaking sugar water and freaking massage that bad boy.
Yeah, they definitely didn't want no. They didn't want no type of smoke with that.
Marcus is like, what would it cost? This would be like, what would it cost me for you to do it? That's what I would say at the vet. What if you do it? What if I go buy the freaking sugar in the water, bring it back, and one of your lowest paid employees can do it? You know what I'm saying?
Not facts. It's definitely facts.
Not sure. I'm not sure where I would be able to. I'd be able to do that, man. I think that's exactly what I said too. What's it going to cost me? What would it cost me if you can do it?
Yeah, that's funny. That's so funny.
Yeah, no joke, man.
And the dog was like, "It's so easy. A caveman can do it."
Yeah. That shit's funny as hell, though.
That shit is hilarious, yo. This shit
Finale. So Finale's funny motherfucker, dude. Yeah, I'm just saying.
That's my brother, man.
He's freaking awesome, man. You guys need to go over and find Finale Stack Up, and make sure you like and subscribe as well as us. And then, of course, our other socials are down below.
You know it.
YurpJerz, you silly. You silly. Silly.
Yeah. Oh man, see, you got some more weed up in me. Got the gas on me.
It's just that just had a buddy. All right, hold on. Here we go. I had a buddy that used to breed pit bulls. He said the best way to get the best results is getting the two dogs ready and just put it in and let the rest happen. Sick bastard.
Right around, you got to chill.
Who in the hell's the get it ready person?
You got to chill, bro.
I want to know who the get it ready person is, because if my pug were to run into the same situation and he had a red rocket that was truly red like that, I would need to know who in the hell that dude was or that person was that's willing to get him ready. Because I'll pay him. I'll pay him very well. Because I'm not doing it. That dude's gonna have to deal with it, bro.
I'll give you $1,000 to get his shit out of here.
Hey, I got a couple C notes, man, and my camera's off, my phone's off. I won't even bring my phone or nothing. I promise.
Yeah.
But damn, yeah, pretty sure that would be oh, is Raider Ben that said that? my boy used to sell his dogs to NFL players, pure breed and jacked off.
Wow.
No shit. Wow.
What did this turn into, y'all? Like, what was this?
I know. Now we're talking about freaking jerking off dogs, bro. It's freaking ridiculous.
Turn into, bro? Like, what did we really turn this shit into? We gotta chill.
You gotta chill. Just chill, bro. Yeah. Anyway, so check this out. This picture of freaking Tommy Malott, man. This freaking dude. Where's the over there? Is that all right? Hold on. I didn't have it there.
Shout out Raider Ben, though, man.
Yeah, right. What just happened there?
Raider Ryan said, "What the fuck we talk about?" Now what I'm saying.
Serious. Check this dude out. Look at that shit. Look at Malott. Look at the fucking arms on this fucking little dude, bro.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, Nav. You was right. 6 foot looks small. His ass looks smaller than all the other wide receivers. But his ass fast as fuck, though.
That dude freaking.
That's his name for me, Mighty. I'm gonna call his ass Mighty Mouse. Little Mighty Mouse motherfucker. His ass fast. And you know he can block too.
He's a brick shit house, bro.
A quarterback that can block. Come on now. It's crazy work.
He's a brick shit house, bro. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, everybody's like, we should go get a receiver. Look, the only person I'll really go and get, dog, is Keenan Allen.
Besh is gonna.
Shout out Raider Ben. What's happening, bro? Appreciate you pulling up, my guy.
Yeah, Besh is gonna be a dude that's gonna take a fuck ton of pressure off Brock Bowers and Mayer.
Right.
I see him doing in and out a lot. Besh, in and out.
Yeah.
You know, with Dante or Jacoby freaking on deep routes.
Yeah.
And then they clear underneath, and then Bowers is freaking just standing there. It's like, hey, here I am.
Bowers can go. I don't even want to say, but Bowers can take it the distance too. Like he can catch the ball too. I'm not. I mean, he's
not a burner. He's not a burner or anything, but he's a big dude. He's like freaking 260.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's a monster, bro. So I mean, but I'm pretty sure he runs like a 4.5, 4.6. You know, so
that's
and amazing hands.
Yeah.
And that's the big thing is all the other
y'all got my money, motherfucker. But yeah, bro, like you were saying, Raider Ben said something. He said he still want to kick the tires on Asante Samuel Jr. I'm not out on that. What's up, Sacktown? I'm not out on that, but I think our corners will be better. Like I think Jacorian Bennett is better than Asante Samuel.
Raider Ben, we're just starting out, man. And we're taking it where we can get it, bro. Anybody you can send our way, man, is much appreciated.
Yes, sir.
Once we get into the season, hopefully I collaborate with you and a couple of the other guys, and we're not going to be stomping on each other's toes and shit like that. Hopefully we can kind of collaborate a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And Raider Bennett, it ain't gonna always be like we gonna be like once the season hits, we balls to the wall when it comes to the content, bro. We ain't playing.
He still wants to kick the tires on Asante Samuel.
Right. He thought all season was dope, bro. Just wait till the season starts. It's gonna be crazy.
Agreed.
Crazy.
He still wants to kick the tires on Asante Samuel. Yeah. Why not?
I'm not mad at that, but I just think now if we could throw him in the slot, that'd be what's up. But then again, I don't know. Because I'm thinking nobody's talking about Lonnie Johnson Jr. playing slot. Nobody's
and I always say this too. I think June 1st, we're already going to know kind of who we're cutting going into camp.
Right.
Maybe that'll open one or two spots.
Yeah.
I surely think a linebacker would be what we'd be looking for some more in that room. But certainly if Asante Samuel is still there, and if and hell, if Jalen Ramsey's still there, that type of thing, then that's the time to talk about. If we got a chance to
get Jalen Ramsey post June 1st, and I don't know why we even talking about Asante.
Yeah, in the cornerback room, yes, but I think like Jeremy Chin, I think he's going to kind of be that back end green dot guy, kind of like Marcus Epps was. You know what I mean? So
he's already please. This is why I've been trying to tell people, yo, Nav, wasn't I saying this about Jeremy Chin? Haven't I been saying this about Jeremy Chin, bro? He can cover. I don't understand why people think he's just such. Yes, he is a thumper. He is, but and they compare him to Cam Chancellor. He's a better cover than Cam. He can cover better.
Thanks, Sacktown. There's Sacktown.
Sack in
the man, the myth, the legend. Owned Bakersfield. Sacktown owned Bakersfield, dude. That dude ran a freaking half marathon at freaking Bakersfield, basically going through the crowd, talking to people, freaking chopping it up with everybody. Freaking awesome, dude. We watched him go by the camera. I don't know how many fucking times, Yerp.
Yeah.
Until he realized we were watching him.
There goes Sacktown. It was times when we talked Sacktown's name and he just walked right by the camera. I said, dude, we just talked about it.
Yeah. Asante Samuel, Asante is a slot cornerback. I don't want him on the outside. He's too small. Agreed. I'm with you on that. Jacorian and Porter on the outside with Asante in the slot until DCAM can develop. We both of us have thought that DCAM is going to step up.
I'm definitely mad at that.
Yerp and I both have said that we think DCAM.
Because guess what? Look, listen to this, right? If DCAM takes that leap, right? Which I know. Wait, go back. Was that my man Blaze in the building? There you go. Gang. What's happening, bro? Appreciate you.
What's up, man?
My guy. Appreciate you pulling up. But like I was saying, if Decamerion Richardson, if he can develop and be good and be accountable, we can move Darian Porter to the slot and just have all three of them.
Yep. Well, and also, if our front four is healthy, if it was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. Mm-hmm. If our front four is healthy, the more pressure we can get upfield, the better our back end's going to be anyhow.
Right.
I've been saying that it's like, look, if we can just have a healthy front four for an entire season and get upfield, it's just, yeah. Hey, Law Dog, Raider Ben, Raider Ben, let's see, hold on. Let me, hey, what's up, ECG? How you doing, man? Hold on. I'm coming right back to you, Ben.
Bro was up early in
I'm
the
gonna put your channel on the link. I want to put your channel on the link, Ben. Let's see.
Word up.
Yerp, you got it, man.
Yeah. Bank said, "What up, East Coast?"
There it is.
Raider Ben says, "Thanks, Nav. Hey man, look, Nav, hey Raider Ben, we show love over here, bro. You feel me? We make sure we try to get all our other brethrens some subs and shit over here. You feel me? I know I've been doing that since my channel started, and you know what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure I can speak for Nav. He's been doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying. So that's what we like to do over here, man. We spread the word. We show love. You feel me?
Right there in the chat.
We go live every Friday night at 7:30 PST. If y'all want to join Nav and Yerp. I got work to do. No, I'll probably be asleep, but I'll check it in. I'll stop in and stuff.
So I got one. I got one that we do on Mondays and Fridays, which is going to change when it comes close to like preseason time when camps come around. But that's 9 Eastern for me. So Ben, are you doing one tonight? Is that what you're saying? Today at 7:30? If you are, I'll pop on there right quick.
Yeah. I don't mind. Yeah, I already got good nap in. I might get like another hour nap in, then hop on.
Make sure you hit that link though, y'all. Hit that and subscribe as well. Raider Ben. So if you think we get off the fucking rails, this dude right here and his cast of characters, when they get off the rails, it's a whole new world, bro. It's so just want y'all to know it's a new world when you get over there, bro. And it's all about Raiders, bro. It's oh, you going live later tonight? What time are you going live? ECG? Tonight at 8:30, but usually 7:30. Okay. Sorry, man. I'm actually gonna be stepping on you a little bit because it's 9 EST for me, man. Tonight. It's our normal thing we've been doing. So I can't really change it at this point. Seems like everybody forgets about Eric Stokes. Well, not everybody forgets about Eric Stokes. We've been talking about him a bit. And the thing about Eric Stokes is he's yet another player that's going to have this prove it moment, in camp. So,
right now they saying is Darian Porter is taking snaps with the first team.
Yeah. And as it should be.
Starter on the other side. So,
well, we're not sure what the first team is yet, to be perfectly honest with you.
No, that's what they were saying though.
I'm with Eastern Standard. Oh, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard. Got you, ECG. Okay. There you go. Boom.
If you're gonna be on for a minute, I'll probably try to step in on my little break and stuff. I'll be at work then.
Yeah, if you guys, hey, look, any content creators that are in here are more than welcome anytime to post their link in the comment box.
Right.
Anytime. We're not like that. We're not like, hey, why are you promoting your shit on my shit?
Right.
Dude, we're promoting everybody's shit. I want everybody to see everybody.
Right.
I want the nation connected. That's my whole point. So if you haven't seen East Coast Gridiron, if you want to know as a whole the NFL and scouting of players and what this player looked like to him and that type of stuff, East Coast is your guy. There's no question, bar none. If you want the inside scoop on players that he's watching, scouting, that type of thing, East Coast Gridiron's your guy. No doubt. We count on him to set us straight on some shit from time to time. Do we not, Yerp? I mean, it's.
I just told the story earlier with me and E. Real, bro.
Yeah. Yep. I'll tell you what. We're Raiders fans, and we're going to disagree with him on most of what he says. But to be perfectly honest, the dude's a scout. He knows what the fuck he's doing.
Right.
So it makes you
you only gonna get so far with him. You feel me? Until you start eating your ass up. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Pause. But until
ECG says I'm the IPA of YouTube. I think I know what that means. You either like IPA or you don't like IPAs.
Right.
You know,
Bro said, "Hey yo, I know I said pause, bro. My fault. I said pause right after, bro." Bro said,
right. ECG said facts. Yep. I knew what he meant by the IPA thing.
Hell yeah.
You either like an IPA or you just fucking hate IPA. There's no in between. You don't just kind of like an IPA. Right. You really don't. As a beer guy, IPA is not really my thing, but ECG, I can listen to that. No question. Just makes me smarter. The more football minds I listen to, the smarter I get on football. So it's I'm a knowledge sponge. Yerp can tell you that I'm a sponge for knowledge, man. I'm constantly going on YouTube trying to figure out different stuff. I'm asking content creators, hey, what are you using? What are you doing? You know, that type of thing. So, you know, Yerp can tell you I'm that guy. I'm an absolute freaking knowledge sponge, and I pass whatever I hear or whatever I know, I pass to everyone. Right. So that's not what we do. We're not trying to invade space. We're trying to make it one big freaking space. Right. That's what we're trying to do. Mm-hmm. So some people think, all right, appreciate you guys not getting offended, man. Some people think I try to one up them. I just try to pass off the correct info. That's all. At least you try to pass off what you're seeing in person. Right. What you're seeing in film, because you watch fuck ton of film, dude. I really don't have time for that when it's your job and that's what you do. Right. Being a media guy, man. Shit, dude. I respect every dang word. Whether I want to believe it or not is another story. You tell me one of our players sucks and I think they're good. Maybe I'm not a big fan of hearing that, but a lot of times what ECG says is true. Yeah. It's true shit. And at least gives you a moment to think about it, you know? Because again, he's scouting the entire NFL. So he's not able to take time on just Raiders players. He's not able to take time on just this. He's looking at prospective stuff coming up. Hell, we played a video of him at what was it? What was that one, ECG, that we played that video on?
Oh, that was the I don't know.
Look at that.
Oh, this guy is back.
It's all right. The Elite 11. ECG, you got time? I'll play it again. Yeah. If you could just spell correctly, that would help. Their superpower.
What's that? I got you.
All right. So.
Oh, man.
Let's see. Let me. Right. Exactly. Here, hold on. Let me. I'm gonna close some of this stuff so I got room to open it up. Go ahead. Give me a sec.
This guy here.
Let's see, Elite.
I would say just get one good games. It's gonna be some good games. Definitely gonna be some good games.
Okay.
He said, "Go ahead and then talk." I ain't gonna block. So I'm growing all fan base. I don't know, bro. You getting banned from everywhere you go. I don't think getting banned is growing.
All right. ECG, I'm going to go ahead and play that Elite 11.
Yeah.
So everybody can see it.
That's what
Good
it was.
that?
That's what it was.
All right. That dude does look like JPJ running through there, though. Different dude there. First time I was like, okay, so maybe it wasn't that guy. You see the ones loafing. You can see the ones loafing on those drills.
Yeah.
If you notice. That dude's not loafing. That dude's using everything he's got right there.
Mm-hmm. I wonder what Bull Ring.
I gotta turn the sound off. Hold on. Beast.
Oh,
Well,
so for a minute, like he was running sideways, guy.
yeah. That last dude was looking for contact, didn't get any. I think we can do without the music. Yeah. And that's the thing. ECG said these kids are mostly juniors.
That's crazy work.
So it's like, damn. We're talking about high school juniors, man.
Right.
You know. Warshak, how you doing, man?
Rorschach, what it do, brother? Yeah, he keeping superpowers in check.
It's all right.
Keep his own check.
He talk all the shit he wants. I'm just gonna ignore his ass.
But he got his pages Dave on niggas though.
If the mods think it's time for him to go, then it's time for him to go.
Oh yeah, Rorschach already said it earlier. He said,
yeah,
he on it.
Oh, he got hit in his winky. See that? See him holding that?
Yeah.
His winky.
Yeah. He's like, oh, that some bitch hurt. Oh.
God damn it. Shit hurt.
This shit hurt.
Yeah, these QBs got some freaking spin though.
Mm-hmm.
That one right there, hun. That one. I wrote that one down. I'm gonna watch that shit. I think ECG, he's committed to Penn State, right?
Yeah.
Or
It's
Clemson,
a few.
one of the two.
It's a few of them. I think 2 of them was committed to Penn State. I think them 2 actually is committed to Penn State. If I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, them 2.
One's Penn State, the other's Clemson.
Oh, one's Penn State, one was Clemson. All right.
Yeah.
His throw motion is all right, but I don't like how he crosses his arms like.
Curly haired guy is too. Yep. Yep. That's right.
So they what? Both Penn State?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't think the two. I don't think he means the 2 quarterbacks. Maybe he does. I don't know. The dude was standing right next to him. I think maybe on the last segment there. Oh, here we go. I gotta kill that.
The curly hair guy is too.
Bloop. Bye bye. There we go.
So me and Nav, man, we on the road to 500, man. We on the road to 500. So make sure y'all hit them thumbs, subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying?
Can't wait to see the dude with the freaking pink hat.
I know, dude.
There he is.
There you go.
Is that him?
Yeah, and he fast too.
He's fast as hell.
Yeah.
And ECG said he's the best player on the field.
Yep.
The whole time.
Yep. Watch this. Oh, school. Move. Ooh, school.
There he is.
There you go, right there.
He's got that freaking dude has freaking Kansas City Chief colors on his head though. I don't like it. Don't like it.
Oh, all right. Chad Henne?
Mm-hmm. No. The one dude we were talking about, the one that was best all day long.
Yeah.
Had what red and white headgear on.
Yeah. I know you're talking about.
He got that fucking Kansas City shit going on, so I'm not sure I like him much. You know? Agreed, Rorschach.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't feed the beast. Don't feed the beast. Just ignore that mark. What is it? Gremlins? Yeah. Don't get them wet, and don't feed them after midnight. Yep. That shit's freaking money, man. Look at this dude.
He said dude in white is dude in who's doing the drills, who's chasing after the QBs, that's Chad Henne.
Damn. Freaking cannon.
Cannon, boy.
Damn.
Good catch. That was a good catch.
Good catch, but that's a cannon. Here's a lefty. Zoop. Oh, look at this dude. There he is.
Yeah, he looked college ready, man. Like he looked like he ready.
Yep. Kendrick Perkins would say that he can move those puppies. Yeah. Even though it's a basketball thing, he moves those puppies. Yeah. Yep. There's some hops too, man. They get up and get it. They know it's a big day for them right here. They know this shit. Oh, fake left hand off. Not a big fan of what he just did there. That's better. Yep. At Clemson. Yeah. The black dude, Saeed Williams. Yep, that's right. Saeed Williams. Yep. I remember from last time we watched it. Yep. He gotta have to work on that freaking run fake though. That was absolutely the fakest fake handoff ever.
His ass crushed real quick.
Held there way too damn long. We got a commercial. Hold on. Let me get rid of that. All right, boom. Off we go. Okay. Boom. Done. ECG again. Thanks, man. Thanks for the content, man. I appreciate you.
Hell yeah.
Appreciate that, man. It's good to see the entire young community freaking, and you can see where the next level talent's going to come from. And you showing us that, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, bro. We appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm not going to leave that up there long. I don't need to hear your his. I don't need to hear his conversation. So I already did. All right. Yeah. Hey, we appreciate you, man. We appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Always.
I know the both of us already have your permission to be able to show any your content and stream it, and put lives or your videos on here. And I appreciate that very much, man. That's huge. It's an eye-opening experience for a lot of older dudes like me, 54 years old, to see that what's coming next. You know what I mean? What's coming down the road. So
yeah, I already told him we're gonna get with him come off season. You know what I'm saying? Do a whole show on, you know, the potentials, you know.
No.
So.
Rorschach, I can answer that. I don't know if you missed it before, but he's a scout. He's in the NFL. He's a talent evaluator. If I said that right. So an Italian talent evaluator, scout. He's evaluating high school through college, all that stuff. So this is what he does. And he's allowing us to have access to the videos that he puts up is pretty freaking outstanding. And I'm not sure it's deserving, but I mean, he says stuff Raiders wise that he's like, yeah, this guy isn't what you think he is. And it pisses us off at first. So as long as you can be objective, and it gives you a better perspective of what you see.
Gotta look at it different. Yeah, you gotta look at it outside of being a Raiders fan.
Exactly.
And then you'll be like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's what I do now. Now that I'm a content creator, I look at it. I'm a Raiders fan, but then like I have to look at it as a, like I'm on the outside looking in. You feel me? So.
Yep. Much respect to the fullest East Coast gridiron. Absolutely. Same. All right. So I will answer this one. East Coast gridiron. Who's your favorite sports content trying to get more game?
Appreciate it, bro.
I will tell you that his primary NFL team is the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah.
That's all I'll tell you. ECG can tell you other than that. That's why I'm telling you, it doesn't matter on this channel
Right.
where you come from or what team you root for. It's all about talking football.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just told you, bro.
He's definitely nice.
Yeah. But that was probably the most respectful comment I've seen in a long damn time. So I figured I would display that one.
Right.
So, okay, see, then there's this, which is not disrespectful, but it's actually kind of true. Yeah, Jaguars and Florida State. Yep, okay. I'm not a biased fan. I just root for those teams. Yep, absolutely. Agreed. I'm a Raiders fan first. I'm an NFL fan second. I'm all about the entire NFL.
Yeah, me too.
I'm getting smarter on the NCAA stuff as we go.
Yo, East Coast, you ever do any content with Brochmo?
With who?
Brochmo. He does content on like the draft and the mock drafts and shit like that. And he watches the college. Yeah.
Right. Superpower, you're not mentioning anything I haven't said to myself exactly. Yeah. I mean, he knows when his team's in a shit show, it's just a matter of trying to get better. And that's what it is. Hell, we've been in a shit show for a long time. What we're seeing is progress. And most of us can just be happy with the progress.
Yep.
You don't want your draft blowback and affect the team. He's a kid that lives football, just need to get his weight up. What? Are you talking about Trevor Lawrence? How can he get his weight up any more than what he already has? I don't like Pro Schmo. He just makes up stuff about these college kids he doesn't watch, so I don't watch him.
Oh, okay.
I got you.
Respect.
Yep. This is what it is.
I asked, you know what I mean? But I can dig it. Say less, my guy.
Yeah. Oh, you talking Travis Hunter? I'm not necessarily sure he needs to get maybe Travis Hunter maybe needs 10, 15 pounds. He's probably going to get that because he didn't have to freaking go to school no more, except in the damn classroom in-house in the NFL. You're talking Travis Hunter. If you're talking Travis Hunter, I think he's going to be a freaking impact player. I just think the Jags gave up way too much to get him. And I think it's going to affect it a lot. That's just my opinion. Yeah. Yep. Rorschach giving a freaking shout out to ECG. No doubt. Well, every rookie needs work going to the next level.
Right.
Regardless of what it is. His route tree has been with Colorado, it's like throw it to Travis. You know? So it's not going to necessarily be like that, I don't think. But with Jacksonville, I'm pretty sure he's going to play both sides of the defense and offense pretty regularly. I don't necessarily see a cornerback primarily and then a wide receiver package with them. I don't think they have that luxury, to be honest with you. What do you think, Yerp? That they can just have Travis Hunter doing one thing? I think he's going to have to do both pretty much full time.
No, he's going to do both. But they're going to ease his snaps on both, though. He's probably going to get at least like 30 snaps.
Yep.
On both sides, I would say.
So Liam already said he's playing mostly wide out, which I don't disagree with that, but man, they've got so
No,
many.
they're gonna play him. They're gonna ease him into cornerback.
Yeah,
we might see him play a lot of wide receiver now because it's more drills to do for wide receiver, like you know what I'm saying. But he'll be on both sides.
I think he'll be on both sides.
Yeah.
Of course,
why they drafted him.
Just needs to polish his game. We'll take off. What do you think about Ladd from the Chargers last season before the season? Look, Ladd McConkey's no joke. That dude's a freaking stud.
Yeah, he shit on us twice last year.
Yeah, McConkey's a freaking stud, bro. What do you mean?
He also had DKIM guarding him, and he was shitting on DKIM.
Yeah, so superpower. I don't think there's anybody here saying that Ladd McConkey isn't a fucking stud. He's a stud. I'm always judging freaking Justin Herbert because he freaking got a happy feet, like he's a backup or some shit. That's Justin Herbert's. I think your biggest problem. No, I'm just going to call you what you put up there. You changed your name to Superpower, so now you're Superpower. So Justin's a stud muffin. Okay, prove it to me. We'll see. We're about to find out here. We're gonna fuck around and find out here in a couple months.
You got
break is done, fellas. To our host, Navman and YurpJerz, keep rocking. Have a great and safe weekend. Everyone, catch you later.
All right, brother. You too, man.
Catch you later, man. I'll be doing my normal Friday night live 9 Eastern if you're able to pop on there.
Yeah.
Superpower sounds more chill. Actually, Piano Man sounds more chill, but you're actually more chill with that name than you were with the Piano Man. So, right. I'm kind of digging what you're laying down in this. As to be honest with you, Yerp, what do you think? I mean, he's actually freaking throwing out some good shit. You know what I mean? And
I told you earlier he was good earlier today. He was good.
You're good.
But Buno wasn't playing with him though. And as soon as Buno got in there, he got his ass up.
Yep. He said Ladd ECG said Ladd McConkey was in his top 10 around 8 or 9. I think he would merge like he did, so I was pleasantly surprised. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yesterday, I got Raider Shield. What? Mm-hmm. Hey, brothers, I got to go to work in an hour and a half. All right. All right.
Brother.
Law Dog wants to pop in right quick. There you go. Boom.
Come on with it. That's probably why I know. That's probably why Buno got your ass up out of there. Bueno was like, nah.
Just can't shut the fuck up.
Right, you go get your ass.
Just can't shut the fuck up. And the thing is, I've invited him to pop on in person and chop it up, and nothing.
Superpowers.
There you go, Law Dog. It's right there.
Bro said, I can't. He said, what do you say? I can't because that page got blocked. Ha 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 ha. Just trying to say chill.
Be right back.
Yeah, man. I had a Panthers fan in earlier today. Shout out, bro. Shout out my man Marcos, man. Marcos. He a Panthers fan. Shout out to bro. Shit, superpower. As long as you chill like bro, you good. You feel me? Bro said Law Dog has the floor. We're waiting on him. Waiting on bro to pull in. Bro said we good. Yeah, we good. I hope you sub to the channel too. I hope you sub to the John. You know, sub to the channels. We ain't hating either. You feel me? We ain't hating. I actually like what the Chargers did. You know, I like Marion Hampton. You know. Bro said, come on, Law Dog. Get up in here. Get up in here.
He's on my channel. I don't understand why he can't just click the link.
We're gonna have fun with too. Yeah, you know it. We definitely is. I'm Big Brock. Nav, you wanna do some shows on Sunday? Like during the game?
Yeah, we can do that.
And then we go add the Sunday nightcap would be what's the day you want to hop on?
Yep.
We do the Sunday nightcap. We gotta get back to that too.
Right on. I don't want your money, bro. I don't need your money.
Hey, if you come in here respectfully, cuz, and just be on some humbug shit, you won't get blocked.
I do friendly bets. We bet other things, like if I win, you got to get a freaking tattoo, a Raiders tattoo. And if if I lose, I'll get a Chargers tattoo. Guess what? I don't have any Chargers tattoos. Just saying. You live in a tough environment. Well, yeah, you do. It's a tough environment.
Y'all do.
Your body's a temple. Okay.
Hey, at least you straight up on that though. At least you straight up on that. At least you straight up. So.
Just follow the link instructions.
Who said that, yo? Who said that shit? I'm on a different site right now.
Well, it was in the chat, Law Dog. Just click on the damn stream. Right there. That one. Click that. Oh, actually, no, he's on his phone. Hold on. I do have to send it to him on IG. Damn, my bad. Talking shit over here. Hold on.
You gotcha.
This shit ain't easy. Everybody says I want to do a freaking podcast. Yeah. Just wait. Shit ain't until the shit's for real. Oh. I heard
East Coast in the building.
Dante.
East Coast.
Yo, East Coast. Dante.
What's happening, guys?
Yeah. What's happening, brother?
You know, brother.
I'm rapping, so might as well hang out with my guys for a little bit.
I can dig
What's
it. I can
happening,
dig
man?
it, bro. Yo, East Coast, I'm glad you're on here, bro, because now I get to hear you. Let me really explain. Dante Thornton, give me the scoop. What you?
It's funny. The show I'm doing tonight, I'm talking about the whole thing with Dante Thornton, and how I feel about him. But I can give you guys what I've already said this.
Right.
The fact that you guys chose him over Jalen Royals and he went to Kansas City, I will never, ever, ever, ever understand that.
Yeah. I will agree to disagree on that. The only reason why is because I watched Dante, God damn it,
Yeah,
Thornton.
it's
I watched him in person at Neyland. And he got so many freaking hospital balls from freaking that douchebag that, I mean, I was just like, damn. And when he actually got one on the run, it was over. You know?
Yeah.
And the thing was, I watched this I'm sorry, the douchebag. I can't even think of his name anymore, but I know he's wanted in Tennessee. He's wanted in Tennessee. I know that. So just like Lane Kiffin, they're both wanted in Tennessee. So, so he went to UCLA, I think. Yeah. Good luck. Good luck in LA. Anyhow, so, but for the most part, man, that dude's run after the catch is freaking phenomenal. Yeah, granted, he didn't have a ton of yards. He didn't have a ton of catches. But I'm going to tell you what, Drew McCoy is whatever. And McCoy ain't shit either. You know, so
that's crazy that you said that.
the more dynamic wide receiver was Thornton to me. McCoy got all the commercials with all the local real estate agents and all this other stuff. But to be perfectly honest with you, Thornton did more with the catches he got than McCoy did.
Okay, so I asked this, right, because I was watching Raider films, I think it was like last night, during my break, and he broke down. He did a film breakdown on Dante Thornton, and
I'm breaking it down too tonight.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to tune in. I'm definitely tuning in because I want to know if he could be like, because everybody is high on him, bro. I'm like,
I'm not.
I watched a lot of times where the QB Thornton's on a route and he's as open as you can get a dude his size, and he's blowing away coverage, drops it down to McCoy 15 yards out. McCoy either drops it or freaking gets blasted.
Right.
You know, and Thornton wasn't like that. If he knew it was a up high ball over the middle, he would catch it and freaking ball up and hit the ground. You know what I mean? And because he knew this dude threw a lot of high balls, man.
But it was also Nico's first year, and
Nico did it dirty, bro.
But Brew McCoy was out a lot. Burl White was out a lot with injury, and so if Dante was counted on to make a pass, like I'm not gonna fault. I understand Nico is kind of he is what he is at this point. Like I don't like the things that he did, but the fact of the matter is it was his first year starting. And why did Dante transfer to a school knowing that this was going to be a first year quarterback when he had Bo Nix that was there and Dan Lennon is an amazing coach? You essentially went to a worse system, and then you sat behind two guys in Brew McCoy and Squirrel White, so you were the third option on that team. So I don't think that's anybody's fault but his own.
I can see your point there. However, I just watched what happened when he touched the ball. When he touched the ball, it was off the charts.
Wait, and who did the film breakdown on it? Because the thing that I have a problem with these film breakdown channels is they only pick out certain plays that they want everybody to see. Versus my channel where I'll watch all the snaps during the
whole thing. Yeah, see,
it might be boring and it might be long, but I don't pick and choose.
No, this is me living. This is me living 35 minutes from Neyland Stadium and watching ball games in person.
No. I'm not saying you. I'm saying
that's all.
That there was a channel that broke this down. Who's
his Raider Films. His name is Raider Films.
Raider Films. Yeah, and that's you can chop whatever you want on the videos. Is what you see in real life. And ECG, you personally can attest to that. It's what you see.
But I also seen Dante Thornton have a 7% drop rate last year, which is not Nico's fault, and an 18% the year before that on the same team that had a different quarterback.
Agreed.
Those are both facts.
7% and 18%. Come on, Amari Cooper's way worse than that, and he's in the NFL.
But this is college, though. This is not the NFL.
I understood. I'm just saying. Look at some of those drops that he had, though. They're freaking at his feet that he got his hands on. I mean, the analytics, I have a hard time with analytics. I like measurable size, speed, hands.
Yeah.
And to be perfectly honest with you, Rebel, you can say what you want about that, but hands wise on catching and drop rate, I think Thornton was better in college.
Then Jalen Royals?
Yeah, and then Royals.
That's a hot take. I mean, that's like steaming hot.
You can check it. You can check it, but I'm pretty sure
Jalen Royals in the last 2 years is like top 5 in big play percentage at a wide receiver.
Right. Hold on. Sack count. Yeah, I got it. I'm going to show it on the live here in a little while.
When I was doing during the draft, before the draft started, you know, I was doing my my little mocks, and you know, I can't believe James Royals was. I thought he should. What round did he go in? Because in a lot of rounds
He was in the same round as I believe in the 4th round, right after you guys chose Dante Thornton.
Yeah, it's like 2 or 3 after us.
He has a so.
I want because I did some I watched some games of Jalen Royals, and he
No, Jalen Royals is the shit. I don't know why.
But this before I even like during the draft, I had to watch the because I had to look him up.
He had like a 64% like contested catch rate, which he's way smaller than Dante Thornton, and that was one of the top in the country last year.
See, I don't watch nobody else but really Miami. I might catch an Alabama game here and there, but it's really Miami for me. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really know nothing about none of these players except Genty, because in Colorado, because I watched them too. You know what I'm saying? So, but everybody else I didn't really pay attention to. The reason why I paid attention to Boise State because they talk about Genty a lot.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
I've been curious on Shador. I wanted to see how that second season was going to be with him, so I watched them closely.
I wouldn't have chosen Dante Thornton until like the 6th round, in my opinion.
I'm gonna be honest with you. When I saw there was a possibility in the 4th we were going to take a wide receiver, there was a possibility. I was sitting there going, okay, yeah, we're going to get Royals. I honestly thought that. And then they went Thornton. I'm like, okay, I can understand why. They're just looking, they're more in the size speed type thing. And maybe not, they're obviously not wide receiver 1 in college, but they think they can make one of them. So I was kind of like, okay, I'm happy with that, just because there's a vision for him for whatever reason. But I will tell you, Royals, if they were going to pick a wide receiver at that position, I thought it was going to be Royals. I'm like, I can't believe that dude's dropped this far.
I can tell you around the NFL, nobody needed a wide receiver at that point in time, and that's the reason why he dropped, because everybody thought that I'll be honest with you, from what I heard, everybody thought the Raiders were going to pick him up. So, like, the people that I know, when you guys picked up Thornton, it was strictly off of his speed and size. That was it. Because Jalen Royal statistically and in play was like considered between a lot of us like a top 3 route runner in this class, that Dante Thornton really couldn't match up with his on-field play. It really surprised me that you guys and if he balls out for Kansas City, I'm going to be the first one to sit there and laugh.
Told you. Yeah.
I'm gonna laugh so hard because he's gonna ball out.
And I'll tell you what, that is the last thing I wanted to see, was we get Thornton and Royals goes to Kansas City, because I really wanted to be screwed in the wide receiver room yet again. And but yeah, I don't think they are. I think look, Royal, that dude could end up beating us this season. You know what I mean? He could.
Yeah.
There's no question. I'm not disputing that. Only thing I'm saying is what I've seen in person with this dude. 5 games I watched. I watched freaking Nico freaking throw freaking hospital balls to all his receivers. Nico's is garbage. I'm telling you.
The thing I struggle with Dante though is like, I remember the Florida game, and Tennessee beats Florida, and he's non-existent. Like, didn't help them whatsoever in their win. He had like 1 catch. Then they play Ohio State in the college football playoff, non-existent again. 1 catch for 14 yards, I believe it was. And so, like, when I watch film, it's like I have to watch it against these good teams that actually. I mean, Florida's not a good team, but they had a better second half of their season and was one team to watch out for. But like, if you can't do that against Ohio State, what makes me think you're going to do that in the NFL? It's a small sample, but that's what we look at.
ECG, I'm not arguing with you. I told you I thought Royals was going to be the pick if we were going to take a wide receiver. I'm not arguing with you.
I ain't gonna lie.
No, I'm not arguing with you guys either. I'm just making a case of like, when people try to understand why I gave you guys a C, when I say that was when me and my guys reconvened and we said, okay, what grade are we giving the Raiders? And let's go through each one of their draft picks, because this is what we did. We did it live on stream. And we literally said the fact that Jalen Royals went to the Chiefs and they picked up a 3rd stringer in Dante Thornton in the 4th, yeah, that's got to drop their grades severely. And that was. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yep, I agree. I'm still trying to, pardon my French, unfuck Law Dog here. So I'm now sending him an email.
But it seems like most of your fan base love that pick, though. Like, absolutely adored that pick, and I'm like, okay.
I didn't know nothing that much about him until like after the draft. I had to, do my research and shit. So I really didn't know much about him.
I knew we needed a bigger wide receiver. We need 1 bigger wide receiver. I knew we needed that. I knew we had to have that.
And if I ain't mistaken, I think I picked Jalen Royals in one of my in one of my mocks. Let me see. But
it's funny, like, name the best big, fast wide receiver like him in the NFL. He's 6'5", 214, I believe.
Yeah, he's probably going to be a little bigger than that, but I mean, he's pretty much it. DK Metcalf is probably a 4'4" guy, 4'5" maybe.
I think DK is like 6'2". Oh no, he's 6'4". I'm sorry,
but I mean, size-wise, I mean, because he's a little bit bigger. He's thicker though.
Oh yeah, I mean, but DK is a freak as well.
Yeah, he is.
And he was more productive in college, and also DK broke his neck in college.
Right.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh, that was like a big risk for the Seahawks to pick him, but like him and AJ Brown were awesome at Ole Miss.
Yeah, they was. They were some dogs.
I can't sit there and say that Dante Thornton was ever a freak athlete or a freak wherever he went, because his stats would reflect that.
Yeah.
I don't know. A lot of people don't like to look at analytics, but like at certain points in time, it's like, when are you given an excuse to transfer away from a school that had 2 badass quarterbacks, one in Dylan Gabriel, who would have slung on the ball, and another before that in Bo Nix, and you just transfer away from Oregon knowing that Dan Lannon was going to set you up. Then they get Dante Moore, who's going to be a badass quarterback for them this year. And you go to Nico Iamaleava thinking that he's going to be better. I'll never understand that. His stats have never reflected his play.
ECG, hold on 1 second. Law Dog. So I sent it to you in the chat. I sent it to you on IG, and I sent the invite to your email. If you want to get on, I send it to you in every means I know possible. So if you can't figure it the fuck out, then I guess it is what it is, bro. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. It's just like, damn, dude, I'm doing a lot of work over here. ECG knows what I'm talking about. It's
Yeah.
Yerp knows too. It's like, damn, managing. It's like you're a producer and a host at the same time is a handful. It is a handful.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Jeffrey, tell us why. Please elaborate. Wait, what? Thornton is one of his fave picks. Okay. Elaborate. That's what he said. Superpower said elaborate. Yep.
I want to see if I can log into let's see if I can pull up his heat map, because I don't understand why people love Thornton so much. I've yet to find a good reason on why people do.
I've watched him in person. That's the only difference, probably. Hell, I wanted Dylan Sampson. I want us to trade back off Genty and get Dylan Sampson in the third.
Dylan Sampson was my number one running back in this class. I had him over Ashton Genty.
Dylan Sampson's a freaking monster.
SEC Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Where'd he go?
He went to the Browns with Quinshon Judkins.
Oh yeah, dang.
They're gonna be fucking good together.
With Judkins, bro. With Judkins.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna be deadly together. That I don't know how the NFL allowed that to happen.
Well, I don't know how the Jags allowed it to happen. The Jags allowed that to happen. With their trade up for Travis Hunter allowed all that to happen.
Yeah.
No,
that's just my opinion. Yeah, ECG's like, I'm not even going to comment on that part.
Yeah, that's the part that drove me crazy.
Okay. So Law Dog just gave up. I think he's in give up mode at this point. So okay, I got you. It doesn't not suck. I know that's terrible grammar, but doesn't not suck, Law Dog. First of all, you're on the wrong channel if you wanted to click on the link that I put in the comments block. You have to be on my channel in order to do that. Oh, there he is. Oh no, he's still on YurpJerz. So I'm not in give up mode, my ladies. Be here in 5 minutes and take me off before I leave to work.
I get that, Jeffrey, but he also had like 20 something catches. He only had like 26 catches last year. And so would you rather take a 25-yard a reception receiver that only had 20 catches versus a guy that was number 11 in college football last year and one of the best receivers in Eric Rivers, who had like 1,100 yards and 18.9 on average and 12 touchdowns? Harold Fannin Jr. led college football last year with 1,500 yards as a tight end. Yeah. I don't. That's a stat that I mean, of course, if everybody had 26 catches and they would have that high of an average all year long.
In the fourth, took him in the fourth, Thornton, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So that's where we took him at. It isn't like we wasted a second round pick on him. So just
I think Jeremiah Smith, who played at Ohio State, who was a freshman through like the first 3 weeks, had an average of like 30 yards a reception before he started getting more catches. So context matters, man.
We got Thornton on one of the two trade backs we did on our second pick.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a bonus pick. So they got him because height, but you can't underestimate height, those 50-50 balls. Yep. Well, and that's the thing. What we don't have in our wide receiver room is size, speed, and length. We don't have that. So I can see why they went there and didn't go with Royals. I can see why it happened.
Right.
Is all I'm saying.
If you're talking about 50-50 balls, he only had 4 of his catches were contested catches last year.
Yep.
On 10 targets. So
right.
That's what, a 40% contested catch rate? That's terrible for a guy his size.
Look, you're not here to freaking bash the Raiders, ECG.
I'm not. I'm just. I would do this with any team that had a bad draft pick.
I told you, yo, E, would you tell him our story, bro? Like the same shit, bro. Like you have to look at it in different lens, bro. That's why.
Well, there's been some people that have come out and said, Nav knows who I'm talking about, a person that I'm not cool with anymore for whatever freaking reason. I have no idea. But last year, we were serious, and this is where you came in, Europe, where we were talking about the records for.
I see you, little dog. Hold on one.
Yeah, for the Raiders. And so we had them at an average of like 5 wins amongst my group, and our comment section was AIDS. It was so bad. People were talking the most shit about us ever.
Yo,
and you guys won 4 games.
I one of them, but then I had to realize at the end of the season, I probably put it in one of his comments like, bro, yeah, you was right, cuz. Like,
hey,
and it's not about us being right. It's just what we saw from a realistic standpoint.
Can you guys give me a moment?
Yeah.
Law Dog, I'm about to pop Law Dog in here. Can I give Law Dog the Yerp intro?
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
All right. Here comes the Yerp intro for Law Dog. Maybe. Hold on. Damn, what the hell? Oh, there it is.
Controlled by the devil. You live by the streets, you might not make it home by the night. And to pray to the enemies, I pray for my enemies. I speak for myself and the real niggas like me with a chip on their shoulder. Never giving in, I'm high risk negotiations. Fuck the propaganda, shoot it to me straight. I can't throw the towel in, nah.
Oh, it's the weirdest thing. I can't figure this dumb shit out, dude.
Yeah, you just figured it out. You're on here.
All right.
Yeah. So
I got caught live wire.
Yeah, what's your words of wisdom for us?
Damn, dude. Mine?
Yeah, you got to shut off the YouTube sound.
Mine? Just put your TV on mute.
Got it. Yeah, I just shut it off.
Okay. So what's your words of wisdom before you go to work, bro?
My words of wisdom would be trust in everybody who's a little bit smarter than you are. And then you'll end up on a podcast with some cool cats.
Damn, you fucked that up. No, I'm just teasing. I'm teasing, bro. Everybody giving you shout outs.
Jack in the building. What's happening, Jack?
Everybody giving you some shout outs. Law Dog salute.
Bro, is this superpower shit? Oh, there's Jack Hanna. What's up, bro?
Superpower is all right. He's all right. He's relaxed and chilling. He's all right.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't know what's going on with all this, but
hey, you keep it natural, bro. You keep it funky. That's all that matters.
Hey, man. Hey, the alfalfa look is coming back, bro. It's coming back.
Yeah.
Hey, Nav, ask Law Dog, bro. I had me and him had a beer earlier this morning.
Yeah.
I cracked one
beer before work. That's bullshit, bro.
Word.
Right after.
So, what do you think? What's your prediction for the Raiders season this year? What's our record? What do you think?
For real, I think that everybody is underestimating the shit out of us. I think that we at least win 9 or 10 games, and I wouldn't be surprised if we win more. Like I think, I've been telling you guys, I think the unity on this team is next level. I think they're gonna turn heads, dude. I'm sorry. I think they are.
I like it. I think everybody in the nation's kind of somewhere between the 8 and 10 win mark, 8 to 10 win mark. I believe that pretty much everyone. And the optimistic side is to the right of that, and the pessimistic side's to the left. And I can understand both sides of thinking. You know, I get it.
All right.
I mean, there's a lot of things we have ifs on, and if was a fifth, we'd all be drunk, right? Kendrick Perkins says that best on ESPN.
I think that definitely this is the most time it's been this strategic, down to coaching staff, down to everything, where this is going to be a real NFL team. Like it's game on, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's no more debacle, bro. It's like no more bullshit. Like you know what I'm saying, it's straight football. Like it ain't no going to podcasts here and there screaming Raiders instead of being in the books and learning about other coaches, how they coach. Like it's you know what I'm saying, just stupid shit. You know, we got GMs having a personal vendetta with the players. That's why they don't get signed. Like it's a bunch of stupid shit.
Wait. He doesn't.
That part of
it doesn't get any credit.
Hold on. So Superpower says it's not smart to predict the schedule. Just wait till preseason. Take it one game at a time. I understand that. However, you're a Charger fan. So are you saying
preseason? We're not even going to be playing anybody.
Hold on. Let me finish. It's not smart to predict the schedule. Just wait till preseason. Take it one game at a time. Is that because you're a Charger fan and you've been predicting this for years and that's the reason they suck? Because that's great advice if that's the case. I'm just saying. I owed you that one. I owed you that one, bro.
Hey,
I owed you that one.
G-Fan was helping. Yo, Superpower, what do you think the Chargers going to go? What do
you think? Okay, let's see if he throws a number up there.
I'm still baffled by the comment that Jeffrey made that said nobody's giving Thornton the respect that he deserves. Like what?
Well,
you transferred from two of the most creative offensive coordinators in college football, and Will Stein, and then before that, Kenny Dillingham.
ECG,
like,
we're over that already. We're over that already, bro. I appreciate you, but we're over that already.
Hey, no matter what, I promise you.
Love you, no shit, man.
Jeffrey ain't letting that go. Jeffrey ain't letting that.
I just don't understand.
Law Dog, what'd you say?
I said everybody's going to be hating on us. We got a new team. This is a different Raiders organization that nobody's ever seen.
I don't think anybody disagrees with that.
All right.
Across the league.
Not in our comments, but everybody else.
Yep. No,
I mean, you guys definitely get more wins this year. I just don't think this year is the year. I think next year is when you're going to see the return on your investment.
This year,
you better watch your mouth, young man.
That's what they told me last year too.
Yeah, shit, right?
Yo, he ain't lying when you say that though. He ain't lying.
No, bro. Hey. I think we shine. I think honestly, I really do, dude. I think a lot of people are gonna sleep on us. I even think Raiders fans are sleeping on us.
Well,
see, that's the thing, right? Right.
You just got to think of Raider fans been around a long time, man. It's hard to be optimistic, dude. So I use two words together: cautiously optimistic. Cautiously optimistic. That's ECG. You gotta love that, man, because that's exactly how I feel.
I just want to see the ball.
What's that?
I just want to see good football. Yeah. That was all I care about. I don't care what team is good.
I mean, you can't just get a bunch of new players and spike the ball in the end zone. Like, that's not how it works. But hey, I'm watching the players, which is way more than our chats, and it's cool as shit, dude.
Yep, I like it too. But truth be told, it's going to remain to be seen. Mini camp, when camp's open, that's when it's all going to come down to brass tacks. Right. And I will tell you this, expect cuts becoming a little bit over time as June approaches. Because we have far too many players to go into camp with at this point.
Right.
So cuts are going to be starting before as we approach the end of May. I can see that.
Well, hey, Navman, I told Yurt this morning. I was like, you guys got to meet on the county line between Tennessee and where he's at, and you guys got to race the 40. You guys got to race the 40-yard dash and record it, bro.
Dude, he's a lot younger than I am. I used to do it. I used to be able to do it.
Yeah, but it'd still be fun as shit.
We'll give it a shot.
All right.
Shit, why not?
Yeah, and
well, hey, so here's the thing. You're retired, and Yerp works graveyard, bro. I think he's gonna dig harder than you in that 40-yard dash. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Just because.
So what I'll do is we'll do that 40-yard dash at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
I think that'd be fun, man.
Straight off work.
Yep.
Honestly,
as soon as he gets off work, we're running it right down the street.
I can't
bro.
wait till I see the first photograph of you and YurpJerz hanging out together, man. That's literally. I'm gonna send you both an art piece by then, but it's gonna be cool as shit to see both of you hanging out, man.
If I could touch 5 seconds, I'd be absolutely freaking blown away. I haven't even tried. And the 4.5 I did was in college. 4.54 was the best I ever had in my life that was ever timed, and that was playing baseball. So you know what I mean. And I was more proud. I was more proud of my freaking 13 seconds from freaking home to third.
Oh, dude, we're all ex-athletes in here, bro. We know.
Yeah, I was a little fast. I was just more quick than fast, shifty.
Yeah.
Oh, God
moves
family's in the house,
moves
bro.
the puppies, bro.
Jack Kenna and God family are here, bro. Dude,
I know. We saw them already.
Both of those guys crack me up every time we chat.
we already saw them as you're freaking trying to struggle to get in here.
All right.
Now I know. Now I know an email is required to get you in there for sure. So, yep.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, man, this is cool. Hey, no matter what, hey, I love you guys, man. Like, it's cool. I have so much fun every time I shoot with you guys. It doesn't matter if I'm on or off. Like, Europe was on today. I saw him this morning, and I even said, I was like, holy shit, this is early as shit. I started laughing. Yeah.
Pretty epic, bro.
I love you guys, man. Great shit. Always.
Love you too, brother. Love you too, man.
Yeah.
Have a good first day at your new job, man.
Yeah,
it's gonna be interesting.
Hey, hold on. I need to change your name. Hold on. Before you
say it's gonna be interesting.
I need to change your name. You said you would prefer not to be called leather sausages. So let me change that.
Yeah, bro. Don't call me leather sausage. That's inappropriate, bro.
That was your joke. It was your joke.
Their superpower. God family.
It was your joke,
bro.
Though. That's the thing.
Bro, there's so many good people in the chat all the time, man. No bueno. I love it. Man, it's so fun. Everybody's so cool in the chat.
No, facts.
Yeah, Robert got me my ranch, bro.
There we go.
Yeah.
There, changed it. It's way better than leather sausages.
What did you put it at?
Mega badass.
Oh, all right.
Well, I mean, which one you want? Leather sausages or mega badass?
I'll take mega bad. Anybody would take dude, a badminton player would take mega badass.
He's a badminton player.
You're joking, right?
Yeah, he texted me earlier and he goes, "Hey man, you're gonna need to change that freaking name you have underneath there." I'm like, "You're gonna have to go live for me to do that, man. I can't do it unless you're live."
Oh man.
So anyhow, yeah. When you going to work? What time you got to go to work?
I got to leave here probably. Well, I'm gonna get a shower in, and then I'm probably gonna leave here in about an hour and a half.
Right on.
Yeah, it's my first day.
Yeah.
So
that should be fun. Take video of the firing. Take video of the firing, please.
What you doing,
dude? I will take a video. You know, it's funny. I sent well, the guy that I'm working for right now, like he already went online, and he's like, "You're making these paintings?" He's like, "Why do you want a job here?" I'm like, "Cause you don't think what it is. Like everybody thinks because I make paintings, they look cool. It's gonna work out for you. Nothing works out for you, bro. Like nobody gives a shit what you do. Yeah, it doesn't matter how good of a song you write, dude. Yeah, you're fucking 4th string quarterback, bro.
Scout, yeah, practice squad if you're lucky. Yeah, no shit. Yeah. No, hey, we dig all your artwork, bro. No shit. No question.
Nah, man, you one of the best, bro. For real.
Yeah, it was cool. I saw Europe was live this morning, and I was like, hell yeah, I'm on. I was like, what's up, dude? He was drinking a tall Corona. I was like, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. That's you, man. That's a stressful night at work, bro. You left your boy alone for about an hour and a half. I was pissed, bro.
Damn, my freaking external hard drive's freaking yelling at me, going, "Bro, you got a lot."
So hey, it's funny. Jeffrey just said East Coast. Happy with Travis Hunter. What do you guys think he's gonna be a bust, or do you think he's gonna be mediocre, or do you think he's gonna be great?
I don't know. I mean, I would have rather him played corner than what they're
King.
They're lining him up to play receiver right now. So, and that's what they've said that they're going to do. I think that we're just scapegoating Trevor Lawrence for another year before we just finally give up and finally smell the roses and understand what I've been saying since the fucking beginning is that Trevor Lawrence is not going to be this godsend quarterback. He wasn't. I don't understand the obsession over us tanking our team for 2 seasons to get a quarterback that really had issues that nobody really wanted to point out. They thought he was going to be a godsend. So I think that Travis is going to suffer under that. I didn't even have him ranked in my top 15 wide receivers coming out in this draft. So that tells you right there how I felt. I had him in my top 5 corners. I had him outside the top 15 in all the wide receivers that came out. So
hey, let me ask you this: why you said that too? Like, I was thinking, why did nobody pick the wide receiver from the Miami Hurricanes who just broke the school record? Nobody picked him.
Oh, Xavier Restrepo. I think it was all because of his 40 time. I love Strep, man. I was talking about Strep from 3 years ago. And I'm a Florida State fan.
He knows how to get open, dude.
Always. I actually I got done watching Europe earlier, and we were talking about Strep. You know what I did on my lunch break? I pulled up some film with Strep just to be like, what the fuck were scouts not seeing in this guy?
Right.
And so I went back and I watched a Georgia Tech game, And I watched that during my full lunch break today. I really don't understand why people didn't like Strep. I think running a 4.8 though as a wide receiver is very concerning. So I understand, but then I don't understand at the same time.
Not when you leave a guy 2 seconds behind.
Yeah, like, but then also
good at route running. If you're good at route running, the whole game changes. Me and Yerp talked about this morning. Like, if you know, because being fast doesn't mean shit, but when you know how to juke a dude out of his pants, you're wide open.
Yeah,
even Jerry Rice was faster than 4.8. I'm just saying.
So I'll tell you from a scout's perspective, this is why he went undrafted. I'll put Seth Hennigan in this conversation. Right. So Seth Hennigan went undrafted to the Jaguars as a backup quarterback. A guy that threw for 14,000 yards, like many a touchdowns at Memphis, was a 4-year starter, and statistically was probably one of the better quarterbacks to come out. You know why he didn't get drafted? Because he just didn't have the intangibles enough for everybody to be like, wow, that he was going to be an NFL quarterback. The same thing with Strepa. When you watch the film, you have to be like, okay, yes, he can outrun Georgia Tech's corners, but can he outrun the Vikings corners? Can he outrun the Washington Commanders corners? That's the mind game and the chess match you have to play as a scout. Is like, I only know what I can see on film, but I have to put it as, if he was against Jalen Ramsey, would he win most of his matchups? And so that's why he went undrafted, because that 4.8, and then you add on he's not the biggest guy, and then you add on it was like, yeah, he had 1,000 yards one season and 1,100 the next season, but like we just had Harold Fannin Jr. that just got drafted as a tight end from Bowling Green, and he led college football with 1,500 yards. So those are the things. Those are the mind games you play.
I get it, but I mean, like I don't know. For me, you know, a bunch of people are just gonna get pissed as fuck at me right now for what I'm about to say. Is I wouldn't have drafted Shedeur Sanders. I wouldn't have drafted Cam Ward either. Like, I wouldn't want either one of those guys like leading my team. They both feel to me like when they talk, they're like on downers and like muscle relaxers, bro. They're like I don't know, and I don't think that they're composed. I think they're just like full of shit. Like, I was like, I don't want either one of those dudes like leading the charge of my team. Like, I don't know. Am I tripping?
Cam Ward's been better. I mean, I agree with you there. Like, I wasn't the biggest Cam Ward fan ever. And I was actually a Cam Ward like apologist when he was at Washington State, because I don't understand where this switch got flipped between him going from Washington State to Miami.
Yeah,
because like he was good at Washington State, but he would fall apart in the middle of the college season.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was saying he fell apart in the middle of the season at Washington State, but then when he transferred to Miami, you go and have Jacoby George and Xavier Restrepo and Mark Fletcher,
bro.
And,
he had the best
Damian Martinez.
He had the best
Elijah Arroyo.
College football, bro.
Correct. And everybody wants to act like, oh, he's the reason why he got Miami over the hump. Anybody's better than fucking Tyler Van Dyke. Like, let's be honest.
Talk that shit, brother.
As soon as Rhett Lashley left,
I feel like it was the O line. I don't feel that way. Like, if you just watch tape, like Miami's O line, dude, they were the best in college football. I'm sorry, dude. Like, dude, he literally had like that 2 or 3 years of Tom Brady. He could literally like have a cup of tea in the backfield. He'd be like, "Can I get some sugar in my tea? Thank you." Like,
you know what's funny? You know about Tyler Van Dyke and how ass he was when Rhett Lashley left, and then Rhett Lashley went to SMU and is like had them in the ACC championship this year. But the thing is, Tyler Van Dyke went to Wisconsin, and now he's at SMU under Rhett Lashley. I'm like, Well,
Yeah,
what changed? What changed? It's just he was ass. And when I'm telling you, your Carson Beck might break all of Cam Ward's records this year.
Carson Beck.
I'm
Oh
just,
yeah,
I'm just calling it.
I'm going. I thought he was going to come out this year, but when they said he transferred to Miami, I was like, bad.
Bro,
He's the
Carson
one.
Beck.
You want to know why? Because I was pissed off. It was them games that we lost, we should have never lost, bro. And I just felt like they was on bullshit time. But I think Cam was mostly the problem with that because he just do some stupid shit. He tried to do too much, bro, and that's what pissed me off. Them 3 games, bro. We'd have been in the play. We should have been in the playoffs.
How'd you guys lose to Georgia Tech and then Syracuse the last game of the season? I will never. If he was so good, how and it literally came down to his mistakes in those games too.
Yeah.
I would never understand why people were like, "Yeah, he's so good." And then you got Shador on the other hand, who only beat one ranked team out of the 6 that he played. Oh yeah, he's worth the first round pick too.
But I'm telling you, Carson Beck gonna be that guy though. Watch, he is
Carson Beck dealt with the highest drop percentage in college football last year.
Yeah,
the highest. I mean, it was nasty. I think Arian Smith had like a 17% drop rate or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, I can't wait to see him ball out for you guys, bro. Because like, I've been a Carson Beck apologist all season, and if he gets you guys to the ACC championship, I'm gonna be like, I told you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like too, because I know when we got him, bro. So I'm like, word, we did. He's gonna get us over the hump.
Well, you know, his girlfriend goes to Miami, so that was the reason why he transferred there. But
I mean, that shit, even good looking shit, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad he came over to here, bro. He's gonna be the one that gives us to playoffs. I feel like. I feel like the mistakes the mistakes Ken Ward made them last couple games, Carson Beck don't make that. He doesn't make that. And it's a fresh new start. He with his girl too. Oh yeah, he definitely definitely found the ball out, bro. I agree.
Yeah, he's one of them ones, man. I can't wait to see him play. And I'm supposed to hate Miami, bro, because I'm a Florida State fan. But this tells you, like, I don't really give a shit about none of that. Like, I love to see good football.
I respect Florida State. I respect y'all, bro, for real. Like, I ain't got you know what I mean? I respect the team. Even though we rivals and stuff like that, I still respect them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I like them, but I respect them. You feel me?
Hey, Yerp, you remember this? When I'm on other people's shows early in the season, like week 2, week 3 into the season, people are like, who's your top quarterbacks? And I had like Curtis Rourke and Tyler Shuck at the top of the list. And then Tyler Shuck gets drafted in the 2nd round. And everybody's like, who the fuck is Tyler Shuck? And I'm like, y'all gonna find out real quick.
Yo, was it real fast? No, facts. Because I think you was, I remember you said that a couple times, but I think, when didn't you go on Graffinum show? And because I think you said that on Graffinum show. I'm not. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I would get asked often who was my top favorite quarterbacks, and Tyler Shuck was always in conversation. People are like, "Who the fuck is that?" And then now everybody knows.
Nah, facts. He because I ain't gonna lie, I thought he was gonna get. Everybody had him projected in the 6th.
Well, nobody knew who he was that early.
Yeah,
I'm like, y'all are bugging. Y'all need to watch football.
Hey, just so y'all know, I'm 10 minutes out from having to kill the stream.
Okay, bro.
Yeah, because I have my show we normally do at 9, and I have to get ready for it. So love having you guys on, no doubt. I mean, you're more than welcome to come over as well to the other stream at 9 Eastern. Right. So absolutely. I just have to, I can't do 2 at once. So I can't do one at once. I can't do one at once the way it's looking. So, anyway, so we got about 10 minutes. So I'll start with the takeaways from the chat we have here. Thornton, as a receiver, did not have the most stellar college career. He has the measurables. He has all the other stuff. I think it's something the Raiders have been missing is having that big, tall, lanky, fast wide receiver. And I think that was part of the reason of it. I don't think they were looking for a receiver that's under 6'2". So that's just my perspective. And the other takeaway would be that the Raiders overall have gotten better from the coaching staff all the way through free agency and all the way through all of that. And the defense is looking like what a Pete Carroll defense should look like.
Yeah.
We're not going to have the problems with tackling this year. We're not going to have blown tackles. We're not going to have that. We have tackling machines all over the freaking field. So, and hopefully the known tacklers like Chen, Stokes, those guys, hopefully that blends down into Jacorian Bennett and DeCamerion Richardson is another one that we can hopefully we see some development there. Tyree Wilson, I think probably is going to be on a trade block at some point. Malcolm Kuntz coming off that injury. I hope he steps up. If he does, we're going to be freaking dreadful to deal with. That being said, I'm going to turn it over to Yerp on that. What you got?
Yeah, my take with the Dante Thornton thing is we just got to see we just got to see what he does, preseason. Well, we'll see what happens in training camp, then we'll see what happens in preseason. Overall, I also thought we got better. I think, we go 10-7. I think that's the start for what East Coast was saying, because I think we will be better next year, and I can add on at least like 2 more games. And yeah, man, I think we just gotta wait and see. That's all, what I'm saying. We get reports here and there on minicamp. Tyree Wilson on the trade block. Is that true, bro? I'm not sure. Is that true? Or are you just saying he could be on the trade block? Because I think they give him another year.
They could. Just it's going to depend on the roster, though. I think camp's going to make or break Tyree Wilson.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You saying that?
So
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I agree.
He's not gonna be a cut prior to camp. I think it'll be something that someone beats him out at, to be perfectly honest.
Well, you have to have a strong camp if you want to survive this.
Fact. He's gonna have to have a strong camp. There's no question.
If you want to survive this season.
Yep.
I think I think our defense in tackling is we got some guys in there that get down dirty. You know what I'm saying? We've been through the dreadful Marcus Peters letting motherfuckers just run right by him and shit, and Jack Jones and his little being scared to tackle kind of. I think we overcame that, and I think that was the focus. Because it's Pete Carroll, he likes people that can tackle. He wants guys that can tackle.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that I think that's a plus. And overall, I think we good though.
Mm-hmm.
I think we good.
ECG, what's your takeaways on those subjects there? I know your thoughts on Thornton. Maybe you can go just away from that. I think everybody understands that you're not a big fan of him. So, and maybe just expound beyond that a little bit as far as what you think about the Raiders, the coaching staff, and beyond, and then we'll close it at that.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been a big fan of Chip Kelly wherever he's gone. I think his offensive scheme does work. I don't think you guys are don't have the pieces together as of right now. I've always said I don't like the Geno Smith move. I don't think that moves the needle for you guys. Maybe it gets you a couple more wins with his veteran presence, but I'm still confused by the way that the Raiders drafted is all I'm saying. Ashton Genty being there, I think he's on the wrong team. It's gonna sound like I'm beating the shit out of you guys right now. I just don't see how any of the draft picks that you guys made outside of maybe Jack Besh. I love the Tonka Hemingway pick. Like I think that was a home run for you guys. And then outside of that, I'm just like, okay, it's another mediocre draft by you guys, and I don't know how much it's, and nobody really knows, right? Was it a John Spytek draft? Was it a Pete Carroll draft? Was it a Chip Kelly draft? I have no idea. Was it all of them working in tandem, or was it just best man available? I have no idea. But I'm as confused as the next guy on how these guys are all going to fit together. I wish, I honestly think you guys have a gem in Trey Tucker. And I hope I know he's going to get more burn in his offense this year. Jacoby Myers, I'm still understand he didn't drop any passes last year. I've always been a Brock Bowers guy. So there is, and Chip Kelly's offense, I don't see Michael Mayer having an impact because he never runs 12 personnel. He's going to be running 11. Like, it just is what it is. He's done that his whole career. He did it at UCLA, Ohio State. Right. Yeah. He did it with the Eagles. But he does like fast receivers. So I think the two people that are going to get a lot of burn on your offense this year is Trey Tucker, and I think Raheem Mostert is going to play a bigger part than what people are saying.
I agree with that.
I hope I would be pressed to say by the time we meet, this time next year after your next draft, and we're looking at it and reflecting that Brock Bowers, Trey Tucker, and Raheem Mostert are not the three breadwinners of that offense, and that you guys are, in the draft to get somebody like Drew Aller or something like that next year, moving the needle even more for your team. So,
I agree. I don't think any of us disagree that we're not going to the Super Bowl this year. I think that's an unrealistic expectation. I think we're going to be better. My optimistic side is 9-8. YurpJerz is 10-7, and I don't think that's unrealistic, to be perfectly honest, as a healthy team. Because to be perfectly honest with you, last year we were not healthy, pretty much all year long. So, so that I'm going to leave it at that, and I'm going to send us off at this point. Yerp, I'm going to give the intro for you. ECG, always a pleasure, man. Love you, no shit, always. Appreciate you, man. See some of y'all in about the next, hour? Yeah. In about an hour. See you at 9 Eastern.
All right, guys.
Cool. Billy Davis. Billy Davis popped in. How you doing, man? All right, let me send you off right quick.
Controlled by the devil. You live by the streets, you might not make it home by the night. And to pray to the enemies, I pray for my enemies. I speak for myself and the real niggas like me with a chip on their shoulder. Never giving in, I'm high risk negotiations. Fuck the propaganda, shoot it to me straight. I can't throw the towel in, nah.
See y'all in about an hour. Y'all take care. See you in an hour.